Welcome back to another segment of Radio Entrepreneurs. This is Peter Meyerson sitting in for the inimitable Jeff Davis. Today in our studio, we have Gary Goldman, who is what we describe as our sweets. I have to make sure I don't have a lisp there. Our sweets reporter. This is not about gambling. This is about wonderful flavors and tastes. So, Gary, welcome.
Welcome, Peter. It's great to have you. I was thinking back as we were chowing down on some of the snacks today.
They were really good, by the way. I'm sorry you listeners out there can't partake in what I've been doing this morning, which is truly obscene.
Yeah.
Eating these wonderful cakes that Gary made.
We brought a lot of good stuff in for Peter and Alex and Steve and the crew here, and it's too bad that Jeffrey couldn't be joining us. But I was thinking back, actually, Peter, you were on the first show that I ever appeared on Radio Entrepreneurs, and
I think that's right. And you gave me a hat, so I wore it today.
Exactly. Anyways, what we're going to talk about today, fascinating topic, and that is the cake business for ice cream stores. The reason I decided to talk about that today is because a lot of customers have come into the shop recently and they said, when do you close for the wintertime? And I said, I don't close for the wintertime. And why would I close for the wintertime? Because people want ice cream all year round. And one of the key elements to the success of being able to stay up in the wintertime, open in the wintertime, is to have a successful cake business. And we continue to build that at my shop. And so I said, why don't I see what other people are doing in the ice cream industry along these lines, both as far as cake making and other things to sustain themselves in the winter. So what I did is I visited JP Licks. We went to Legacy Place, and I was like amazed when I got there because there were a lot of people that were still eating ice cream just as they do in my shop. It was a little cold out that night. It was probably, 45, 50 degrees, but people were still chowing down after catching a movie there. And they had a big banner out which said that they had the best hot chocolate in Boston. So they were obviously trying to integrate the two concepts of ice cream and hot stuff all at once and be open. So, and the other place that I visited was a great place, was Cabot's on Washington Street in Newton. Been in business forever. And
well, they do a lot more than ice cream, though.
Right. They have burgers, wraps, French toast, you name it, they've got it there, coffee. But they do a nice little ice cream business too. And one of the things that really drives their business in the ice cream end of things is cakes. And they do a great job, whether it's your 85th birthday, whatever the case may be. And we're going to talk a little about that today, why they're so successful in the cake business and how they can use that in the wintertime to sustain themselves.
But I want to stop you for 1 second because when you talk about cakes, you're talking about ice cream cakes.
Exactly.
You're not talking about cakes made out of flour.
Right.
Okay, because I just wanted our audience to be clear about that. And I also have to think that the people who ask you whether you've closed can't be native Bostonians or New Englanders, because everybody here knows that you eat more ice cream in New England than anywhere in the world.
Right.
And it never shuts down.
Right. And in the wintertime in particular, people will go skiing, they'll grab an ice cream, whatever the case may be.
Sounds weird, I know.
It does. And, I've had situations like last February, for example, when we had the 3 blizzards, people were calling me up and wondering, well, how late are you staying open? I've got to get an ice cream. Or if you were closed for like one day, they wanted to make sure you were open the next day so they get their ice cream. So people are not going away. They love their ice cream and they're going to get it. It could be there could be 2 feet of snow outside and it could be 0 degrees, but they want to consume it.
Gary, if somebody wanted to get a hold of you or buy a cake or buy ice cream, would you give us your address and pertinent contact information?
Absolutely. Come and see me. It's Truly Yogurt, 35 Grove Street, Wellesley. We're right down the street from Dana Hall if you haven't been there before. www.trulyyogurt.com. Call me up on the phone, 781-239-1356. We love to hear from you, and it's been a real pleasure here today, Peter. Thank you so much.